peace and balance, and welcome to the full moon Leo astrological plus tarot card reading. So in this video I'm gonna break down, based on the notes that I took, what we may expect from this full moon in Leo coming up tomorrow, which is the 28th. It's actually gonna start tonight, or it started today, but the energy is a little bit more lower than when it actually happens tomorrow, right? So I'm gonna explain to you guys my astrological point of view, and also pull some cards so I can close up the reading, and also confirm everything that I'm gonna be speaking about. So I'm going to break down the full moon. The full moon, full meaning a lot, too much, and then the moon represent intuition, feminine energy, subconscious, emotion, right? So the full moon is just you having to deal with a lot. It's a lot of energy, so therefore everything will be amplified as far as your intuition, the feminine energy, your subconscious mind may be running around. You may have like some like dreams that are very active, because the energy is going to be really amplified. So it's going to be a lot, that some people are gonna have to deal with, especially in the dream world. You may dream of you like flying around, or it's just too much action taking place in your dreams, and you may wake up exhausted and stuff like that. Or your subconscious is constantly running, even though it already is, but it may be running a little bit more than you usually do because of the excess of energy that's available to us. And then the emotion, we may be dealing with a lot of emotion right now too, so be careful. That's why on the full moon it's a lot of accident going on, because the energy may be amplified. Somebody may be feeling too angry, feeling too sad and kill themselves, feeling too angry and kill somebody, or getting in some kind of altercation, whatever it is, right? But the energy is going to be amplified, the emotion and stuff like that. And the full moon is in Leo, right? Now, talking about Leo is a fire sign. Fire, seeing and feelings. Fire signs deal with seeing and feelings, right? It's also it's a fixed sign, right? So it's fixated on its own way of seeing and feeling about things, right? So a lot of people may be a little bit more like stubborn around this time, a little bit more fixated in their own way of seeing things. So you may tell somebody how you see certain things, but it's going to be a little hard for them for you to persuade them, because they're going to be fixated in their own way to see and feel about things, especially all fixed signs. So if you're a fixed sign, or if you have a lot of fixed energy in your chart, you may be way too fixated, way too stubborn around this time. So be careful that you don't allow your own stubbornness to create certain circumstance, situation that you might regret, or you may say something that you may regret at the end, or you may do something you may regret, so be careful. But yeah, everybody's gonna be in this energy, in this Leo energy. Everything is gonna be amplified. So again, the full moon in Leo, a lot of intuition, a lot of feminine energy, a lot of emotion, fire sign, a fixated, which is fixated on its own way of seeing and feeling about things, right? So feeling about whatever it is that they're feeling, whatever their emotions are. You're not going to be telling you can't tell somebody else how they feel around this time, no matter how, even if you're a psychologist or whatever it is, if you think something about somebody, if they feel however they feel, and you're not going to change that. Only them can change that, and that's in general. But around this time it's going to be a little bit more, because so Leo rules the 5th house, and the 5th house deals with self-expression, creativity, pleasure, romance, entertainment, fun, and drama. So a lot of people are going to be fixated in their own way of expressing themselves, into their creativity, into the people are going to be indulging in their pleasures. People are going to be focused on romance, relationship. They're going to be focus on like having fun, you know. So it may be a lot of dramatic things going on in your personal life or in general. Also has to do with entertainment, so they may be going not so there's maybe something taking place when it comes to your entertainment. They may be coming out with new movies, or you know, whatever it is that has to do with entertainment. So watch out for that if you watch TV a lot, you know. You may notice these changes, but yeah. So that's gonna be what this full moon in Leo is gonna it's gonna like push out, you know, the energy that is gonna push everybody to pay attention to these things, you know. Also Leo deals with stubbornness, attention, expressing, pride, ego, seeing, self-confidence. It can be territorial, controlling, passionate, fiery, and intuitive, right? So we can all be in each polar shift. We can be in the extreme or in the more like balanced type of energy, you know. As far as like, you know, some people may be too stubborn, but others may not be. So again, everybody's gonna be in this whole stubborn energy. Everybody's gonna be focused on the attention that they're receiving from other people, you know, or the attention that they're putting on other people, you know, into expressing, and you know, there may be a lot of controlling energy around this time. People trying to control you, or you trying to control the people's thoughts, you know, all the people feelings, or all the people actions, you know. Also Leo is ruled by the sun, right? And the sun deals with expression, light, vitality, energy, seeing. It deals with actions, the way you act, you know, how you see things, what you're usually aware of, you know, your viewpoints, what other people's are or aware from you know, based on your actions. So you know, the action that you push out and what other people are able to perceive based on that, you know. So again, like, be careful how you act, you know, be aware of yourself most importantly, and know what exactly is that you're doing, and know how you're coming off and how you are affecting other people around this time. Because again, you may be in a space where you create a situation that you're gonna regret, you know. It's a lot of energy. It's Leo, it's fiery, it's ruled by the sun. It's a lot of energy right now, you know. So you might as well use it to put it into your passion, work in your own. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, like I was saying, like, you know, I got a little distracted, but what was I saying, man? Yeah, like, be careful of be aware of yourself and what you're doing around this time, you know. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, focus more on your passion, you know, what you're good at, starting that business, you know, actually working on things, you know. If you paint, if you into art, into whatever it is, whatever you do, you know, whatever gift, talent you may have, utilize this energy to put it into your work, you know, and allow that to amplify it, so it can have more success, you know, in the future. Instead of you putting that energy into petty things or unnecessary hassle or the wrong people, places, and things, you know. Kind of, you know, become more self-aware of what exactly is that you're doing, so you know that you're doing the right thing for you, you know, you're doing what is going to be more beneficial to you, right? Okay, so what else? I also went ahead and looked at the lion symbolism, you know, because that's the energy of the lion that we're going to be embodying right now. So the lion symbolizes strength, authority, command, courage, power, royalty, dignity, authority, dominion, justice, wisdom, you know, ferocity, So the overall message or the overall energy that this full moon is bringing is to let you know to have more courage and have more faith in yourself and whatever it is that you're doing, getting the strength that you need in order for you to tackle any task that you may have been sleeping on, or you may have been put in the back burner. Have the strength to actually stand up for yourself, stand up for your belief, you know, have the authority over your own self, over your own mind, over your own emotion, you know, and not trying to have authority over other people, you know, have authority over yourself, you know, over your action, over your reaction, you know, have, you know, command things into your space, you know, don't command other people, command yourself, command the energy that you have within you to actually allow you to be more free and welcoming of more positivity into your life, or more success into your life, you know. Affirm to yourself, you know, have more courage to actually put yourself out there, you know, to actually do that thing that you want to do so bad, but you feel you think is impossible for you to do because of your own fear, your own psychological trick that you're putting upon yourself. You know, have the courage to do that, you know, have the power to take over your power, basically take over yourself, you know, take over your identity, take over your reality, you know, and stop allowing other people to control you or control the reality that you are in, or allow things to take place that don't need to, allow you to be distracted and not put in the work that you need to put in right now. You know, that's the message that's coming to me right now. It's like you needing to take your power back, you needing to gain the strength that you need, and you know, like, just take the time to utilize this energy for that, you know, to get back into your power. You know, it's okay to have fun, it's okay to, you know, reroute yourself so you can enjoy life. It's okay to enjoy the experience that you're having, but it's also important for you to be aware of what is going on, you know, knowing where you're falling short at, so you can pick yourself back up and so you can get back on track. You know, always have the ability to gain back control over yourself, over your thoughts, over your mind, because it's so much distraction out here that's like keeping us in a sense, like, frequency vibration, that we get so comfortable there, and it's hard for us to climb back that ladder and reach to the top, or reach to where we were at before. You know, you have to be willing to do that, you know, because if you're not able to pick yourself back up, then you shouldn't even allow yourself to go down, because once you go down, you're gonna stay there, and it might take you a long ass time before you get back up there. So be aware of what you're capable and what you're not capable of before you jump into anything. So that's the message that I got just now when it comes to that. So I'm gonna go ahead, you know, and again, let me just summarize everything that I said. You know, regarding this full moon in Leo, is gonna bring in a lot of energy, you know, regarding intuition, a subconscious, and an emotion. And it's going to be a self-expression, a creativity, a pleasure, a romance, or an entertainment, a fun and drama is going to be affected by the energy, you know. A lot of people may find themselves seeking attention, being stubborn, you know, being prideful. Certain people ego may be high up their ass, you know. A lot of people may be a little like fixated on their own way to feel and to see and feel about things, you know. So don't take it the wrong way if somebody is not trying to hear your point of view, you know. Somebody is not trying to understand where you're coming from, and they're only trying to focus on their own perception of things, you know, because that's the energy that they're in right now, and you can't do anything about it. The only thing you can do is just state your point of view and just let it be, and it's up to them whether or not they choose to take your point of view into consideration or not. But never try to be forceful, because when this full moon ends, they're gonna start to pick back up on what exactly is that you said, and maybe actually gain a bigger perspective, you know, and actually, instead of being stubborn, you know. But right now, no matter what you tell other people, don't have any expectation, because you never know what may take place, you know. Just allow things to unfold. Just speak your mind, speak your piece, and let it be, you know. And whatever else happen is whatever else happen, you know. Just keep focusing on you, and don't allow them to, you know, lower your thoughts or lower your perception or whatever it is that you thinking or whatever you feeling, because they're not, you know, they don't get it, you know, because they're not understanding of you, you know. because you know, if you know, you know, and nobody else needs to know. If you know, you know, and so it's fine. So yeah, again, the message is to have courage, have faith, be strong, take power over yourself, take back control over yourself. So that's basically the energy that's the full moon in Leo is gonna bring. Some may be affected by this more than others. So I'm gonna pull some cards so I can close this up. Also, if you want to understand, oh shoot, of course. So if you want to understand how this energy is going to affect you in your personal life, check where you have Leo at, which house you have Leo at, and that's the house where that energy is going to be influencing, that energy is going to take place at, that's what's going to be mostly influenced, also, so check where, and check your 5th house, no matter what sign you have in that 5th house, because Leo rules the 5th house. And that also can let you know what's going to be clashing, or what's, if it's going to be a clash, or if it's going to be an easy flow, or depending on the sign that's in that 5th house, so you can do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and read the cards that fell out. Okay. So I don't need to pull from the other card, because these are all the cards that came out. Of course, we have the walking lion. The walking lion. This just confirms everything. That's number 19. Then we have Merry Motive. We have exposed and revealed. Damn. Exposed and revealed. (22) A tender embrace. 23, healing the heart. Damn. And then 24, let it go. Okay, this just like clarify things even more, because with the waking lion, right, waking the lion within you, the lion symbolizing strength, authority, command, courage, power, dignity, authority, justice, wisdom, you waking that up within you. You waking those energy within you, actually having the strength, having the authority over yourself, having the courage to do whatever you need to do and stand up for yourself, stand up for your truth, walk your path. No matter what experience you may be having right now, just have the courage and the strength to push through and know that everything has dualities. And as things goes up, things go down. And it's always going to be that back and forth. And you have to be willing to experience and deal with the experience, right? In order for you to experience the fullness of life. You can't have one without the other. So you might as well already be in this energy of actually, being head on strong about whatever experience is coming next, because you're going to learn from everything. Whatever comes to you, whether good or bad, you're going to learn from it. There's always something for you to gain. It's always something for you to add on, so you can expand your inner world and become more aware, become more wise, so you're waking the lion within you. You roaring, you having the strength, like you man, I'm all fired up right now, so this just confirms everything. You waking that inner, that part, that lion that's within you, that part of you, because we all have that. Some of us have it more than others, but we all have the capability to tap into that energy, to tap into that space. So you actually waking up that part of you right now, or that's what you need to do. And then with a merry motive, you may need to pay attention to the motive you may have. Like, actually ask yourself if what you're doing is actually why you're doing it. because we may do something, you know, and say we're doing it for one reason, but internally feel a totally different way regarding what exactly is that we're doing. Like, for example, if we do something, right, and we say, oh, I want to do something for somebody because I want to help them, but internally it's like, now I want to do something because I want them to look at me as like I'm a good person and I do things for people so they can give me the gratification that I need to feed my ego so I can feel better about myself. You know, you need to ask yourself that, you know, are you doing something genuinely because you want to do it, or are you doing it because you feel and you think that you're going to gain the recognition for doing that, you know? Like, so what's your motive, you know? And actually watch out for other people's motive also, and you know what exactly is that they're doing, because you may not like what you may find out, or it's just about you becoming more aware of your motives and other people's motives around you. Freeing yourself from whatever internal fire that you bury yourself within, you know? So whatever anger you may have towards somebody, actually, like, express that, let it be known, release that, you know, release yourself from, because you're putting yourself there, you're keeping yourself in that space, you know, because you feel comfortable there. You feel like every time you're gonna have access to that anger, it's gonna be like a shield, but it's actually hurting you more than it's helping you. So release any pent-up energy that you may have right now, any fiery energy that is just burning you inside out, you know, that you may or may not be aware of, but just release it, you know, and free yourself from it. Don't do it for anybody else, do it for yourself. You may feel as though, oh, well, why can't I be angry? They did this and this and that. I can't be not angry at them because they did this, and if I'm not angry, then I'm giving them the leeway, and they're winning, you know, because they did this, and now I'm acting like I'm not angry. And it's like, nah, you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you, because the more angry you are towards them, the more anger you bring it into your space, and you don't want to have that, because you're going to keep creating scenarios that put you in that anger moment, that anger energy, you know, and you're going to start to push it out, you know. So be careful what you hold on to, and you need to release these pent-up energy, you know, and actually forgive those that did you wrong. Forgive yourself for putting yourself in certain situation that you didn't need to put yourself in, you know. Become aware of your motive, you know, and other people's motive also, you know. Stop paying attention to the signs, stop paying attention to what's in your environment, you know. So yeah, and then with the exposed and revealed, so around with this energy, like a lot of things may be starting to come to the light in your environment, things that you were not aware of, or that you weren't able to see before. You're starting to become more aware of it. You're starting to see things for what they are, you know. If people hid something from you, it's going to be revealed, you know, because this, again, with the full moon in Leo, is ruled by the sun. The sun is the light exposes things in the darkness. Nothing can run away from the light. Everything is exposed by the light, you know. Some people can even be everything is exposed by the light, you know. So and also when there's too much light, things can be blinded also, but things are going to be exposed, you know. Things are going to be revealed to you that you weren't aware of before, you know. Where you feel as though you were right, you know, or wherever you feel as though like you weren't aware of about yourself or about the people and place and things in your environment, you're going to become more aware of, you know. So be ready for that, you know, because you may be shown things about yourself that you weren't able to see before, and you have to be willing to deal with the result of you becoming aware of those things, you know. Because if it's your own demon that you've been disregarding, it may overconsume you and overwhelm you, you know. So you have to be ready for whatever comes, whatever is being exposed and whatever is being revealed, you know. Or expose yourself, allow yourself to be vulnerable, allow yourself to reveal other people your truth, reveal other people who you really are, so they can start respecting you and start seeing you for who you really are, instead of them seeing you for somebody that you're not, and them thinking that you are one way when you are the other, you know. and the energy that they're projecting onto you is going to continue to follow you because you're allowing that to happen. You have to be willing to show who you are to other people, no matter how it may come off. You rather be accepted, not even accepted, you rather be hated and yourself than accepted and not yourself, you know. So that's what you're being called to do. Just expose yourself to other people. If you need to express a certain truth and open up to somebody about something, be vulnerable and let that person know, you know, let them become aware of what exactly that you're thinking and feeling, you know, instead of you keeping it hidden and constantly wondering what if. You will never know until you put yourself out there. And I know it can be a hard thing to do for us to become vulnerable because we don't know the outcome of whatever it is that we may express, but you know, you wouldn't know unless you do it, you know. And even if it doesn't, you know, end up in the way you want it to, at least you did it and it's off your shoulder, because it's the energy that you carry and you're holding on to, you know. And it's like you're carrying this big Fargo on your back, you know, and it's weighing you down and it's keeping you more tired and exhausted energetically, you know. But the moment you release it, you push it to the person you need to push it to, let that shit be known, it becomes lighter. And whether they don't want that, you know, whether they want it or not, you know, will determine whether you get to move on freely, you know, or, you know, you may like receive that you may connect, or whatever it is that you need to express out of your mind. It can be, you know, something that somebody did to you, or the way somebody treated you, or the way somebody talked to you, or, you know, whatever it is that you need to express. But you need to expose it and you need to reveal it, or things are going to be revealed to you. And then we have tender embrace. So what I'm getting with this card is like some of you guys need to work on your connection. Some of you guys may feel a little awkward or weirded out when it comes to connecting with other people, when it comes to being touched, when it comes to being felt, when it comes to being kissed. Like a lot of you guys, some of you guys may be a little bit like when it comes to people being in your space, you know. So you being called to work on your connection, you know. Physical connection is a powerful thing, you know, because there's spiritual connection, physical, mental, emotional connection, you know. And physical connection is a powerful thing because it's like this, it's the skin, you know, it's the portal, the layers. And once it's connected to somebody else, it's an emerging that's taking place, you know, compared to like the mental where you guys are not together, but like it's mental, you know. But when it's physical, it's more connection, you know. That's why physical sex, because there's different type of sex. There's mental sex, emotional sex, spiritual sex, there any kind of sex, because life is sex, sexual energy exchange, right? Like so it's like when it's that physical, it's the touch, you know, it's the connection, it's the closest thing you can have next to your being, you know. Like this cloth is connecting to me right now. It's on me, you know. It's separate from me, but it's on me, you know. I'm having a connection with this clothes that I'm wearing. So you're being called to have like a physical connection with somebody else, so you can release, you know. Some of you guys, it's something that's holding you, it's keeping you stagnant, because it's like you're too sensitive to other people's touch, or you're too sensitive, and you need to work on that, you know. So yeah, some of you guys are called to work on your connection and your physical connection. Actually allowing yourself to be vulnerable and to embrace somebody else's company. Actually putting yourself out there to experience love, you know, because some of you guys may have been hurt before, and it's hard for you to put yourself back out there because of the fear of rejection. And just like I hear this all the time, rejection is God protection. Rejection is your higher self protection upon yourself, you know. It's something that's it's like it protects you, you know, from you to attract whatever is for you. Because if you're rejected by somebody, then they're not for you, and you cannot have the space to attract whatever is for you, no matter how it may be painful for you to let that person go. Just know, if something does not work out, if something is not right, if something is rejecting you, or rejecting something or somebody is not for you, that means it's something out there that is for you, and you're not ready to receive it yet, and you have to be ready to receive it yet. And however you're ready to receive it is all up to you, because you know what exactly is that you're holding back, or what is holding you back. You know, if you go deep in your heart, you find the answer, because it's right there. It's right in front of you. It's you, man. Only you have access to it. Nobody else can tell you what your problem is. Only you know. You just have to do the inner work and actually deal with those internal things that you don't want to deal with, for you to find the answer on why it is that you can't have that connection with somebody. Why you can't have that connection with somebody. Okay. And then we have the healing the heart, right? With healing the heart, like a lot of you guys are being called to work on your emotion, work on your heart, you know, work on anything any pain that you experienced in the past, you know, because any thought that you may have about your past relationship or your past hurt, sorry about that, it's my son, but any pain that you have in your heart right now, you're being called to release it and work on it. You're being called to actually allow love into your life, you know, and stop, you know, being in your own way. You know, love is the key. If you don't have love, your foundation cannot be strong enough. Because when you love somebody, no matter what happened, no matter who comes to interfere, that your love is going to be so strong that nothing is going to, you know, break it down, you know, break your foundation down. And that even comes to self-love, just love in general, self-love for yourself. You love yourself, you won't allow anybody to come and put you down. You won't allow just anybody to come and walk all over you, because you have self-love, you know, or you have love in general, and your love is so strong. So you need to heal the heart, you know, find that love within, you know, and express it. You know, express it to yourself and the people around you. However your love come, because our love come differently, because we are different people. We express it differently. So find your way of expressing love and do just that, you know. And we have let it go. Letting go of what no longer serves you. It shows me like a bird and a heart. So let go of any unhealthy attachment that you may have, and let go of that wall that you built, you know, that knot that you tied around your heart to keep it protected, to keep it so that nobody have access to it. You need to let it go. You need to tie it off, you know, detach it, cut that cord off, and allow yourself to be free, you know, because whatever it is that we think is usually a protection, a biggest what's the word, is the number one thing that's actually getting in the way of us receiving whatever we need to receive. So it's like with this, a lot of people are gonna be called towards, you know, dealing with the heart matters, dealing with the relationship, you know, the partnerships, you know, the internal love, the value, you know, the feelings, the emotion, you know. And you have to be willing to do so. You have to be willing to release, and you have to be willing to receive and attract whatever it is for you. And you know, that's that. that's the reading. Okay, so I believe I say everything that needed to be said. I'm thankful for your existence. I'm thankful for you coming to my space and allowing me to bring forth this message to you. I hope you receive and you gain something from it. And until next time, you stay at peace and balance and have a happy full moon.